didn't. It was a mess.
Yeah,
I
I don't
live
like it either.
In three places, in three different places.
Mhm.
I didn't seem to catch up with the movement.
You didn't fit in.
No.
Yeah.
In Jalapa, yes, it was very nice.
Yeah, Calapa is very calm. I like Calapa.
Jalapa, Veracruz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you from Mexico City?
I live in here now, but I was born in Venezuela.
Oh, okay. How long have you been in Mexico?
3 years,
Okay.
1 month, 2 months and 3 days.
Me too. About 3 years. And how does Mexico compare to Venezuela?
About security.
Yeah.
Mexico is a little bit more secure.
A little or a lot?
A little, a lot.
Nowadays,
I
or
was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
It was my question. But yeah, I have other students that say the same, and other ones that say it's not so bad in Venezuela. And I say, okay, but I think that for some reason they're in Mexico, right? I mean, if they love Venezuela, they would have stayed in Venezuela.
Each case is different. Some people still have very close family there.
Sure.
I took out my mom, my brothers, my closest family, and they are in Chile now. And I am disconnected from that situation. But there are people that maybe has his wife in Venezuela, his
Yeah, your life is
Parents.
there.
and they are every day reading articles, news about Venezuela. They are fighting. And it's a psychological it's something they build for feeling better and dealing with a really bad situation they are going through. And some people could say, it's not too bad, but inside is a mean for feeling, okay, it's not too bad. I got my mom there. It's not too bad. I need not to worry about her. But every case is different.
Yeah.
In my case, I could say I could recognize it's really bad. It's impossible to describe the situation there, but I could say it's really bad, and my mom is in a safer place, and my sister, my 2 sisters are out of Venezuela, and I have aunts, uncles, cousins, and my grandfather, etc. Many friends. But it's really bad. And if someone tells you it's just okay, it's because he's struggling inside with difficult things, and we must be. We must understand. We should understand the individual situation of each one. When some other Venezuelan says it's not too bad, and I want to go there and visit my parents, I didn't say, no, are you crazy? I'm never going to Venezuela again. I'm gonna die. Never mean it. No, I said, okay, good for you, best flood, and that's all.
And when you arrived to Mexico, it was difficult, like the papers that you need to arrive.
Yeah.
Do you have
That's a
any,
thing.
do you have any
Everyone.
immigration problem?
Yeah.
And no, I was lucky because Mexico was offering this office
Mhm.
Like asylum.
where you can ask for recognition as an refugee. And I did that. And for countries in crisis like Venezuela,
Mhm.
they have another process,
Mhm.
faster
Okay.
processes. And I'm applying now for naturalization here in Mexico.
You're studying.
In I've been here for 3 years only. It's really quick. That's one of the main reasons I'm here in northern Chile.
Because it's faster to obtain the nationality.
Yeah, my sister is struggling with the Chilean processes,
Mhm.
and I was there in Chile for a year too before I came here.
Okay.
I know how's the process there.
So,
Yeah. Like any other country, but here I don't know. It's this process I went through here
Mhm.
is not the same as in Chile or Argentina or all the other Latin American countries. And I like guacamole.
and tacos.
And
Yeah, I
tacos.
know. Yeah, it's a nice, the weather, food, everything. Yes.
The weather.
Yeah, weather in Mexico City is wonderful. Okay, should we take a break for 5 minutes and then continue?
Okay. You're going also.
For coffee, yeah.
Where's the coffee?
In here? I think they're still making it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to grab some coffee.
Yeah, as soon as it stops making noise, it's done.
Don't confundir.
Flu.
Is this one?
Oh, my teachers are gonna be so happy
Yeah.
with you.
I think it's
Oh
this
my.
one.
Liliana's gonna be happy. You know what? The other day, two teachers were fighting over this whiteboard. They said because they had two classes at the same time. They said, "It's mine," and the other one said, "No, it's mine. I need it." No, I'm just kidding.
I came earlier.
No, that's gonna be really great though. That's really gonna help. And it's actually called a whiteboard
Whiteboard.
because a blackboard is what you use chalk.
Chalk.
Chalk
Okay.
on a blackboard. Yeah. Okay.
Whiteboard. And
Well,
this one?
how much do I owe you?
Nothing.
Nothing. And oh my gosh, those are beautiful.
I have more, but I have to check on them because some of them are a little bit.
Whoa. These are nice.
Just take care.
I can make a little shelf and put them up then. So then it's both a decoration and.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
have
they
them
cut.
on
Or mine.
decoration.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just put them right here for now. I'll put them away after your class so I'm not in everybody's way. But, wow, thank you.
It
They're
could
nice.
be a white arm. No, what? Arma blanca? Arma blanca? What?
Well, weapon.
White weapon.
What weapon?
Because you can throw at someone and you can. There was piñatas made of barro.
Oh, whoa.
So
Sound dangerous.
when you broke them, you have to be careful because always there was someone, you know, like,
We need to use a Hamlet.
yeah. But it was fun.
It was
They don't do that anymore?
No, they are made of paper.
Too dangerous now.
Yeah. Even and sometimes they were filled up with money. So you had to be aware of the piñata and also
And you're like chasing after the coins, but like
Yes,
taking care not to cut yourself on the broken shards.
yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm just getting gifts all over the place today. Where's
Yeah.
your gift, Eric? Where's your gift?
December 2nd.
Sal just gave me this. She just gave me those things. I'm waiting from you.
Oh,
My case
It's
is
your
that's
lucky
not
day.
for free.
You didn't know it was my birthday. You forgot?
I was completely.
Why didn't you send
Yeah,
me
yeah.
a reminder?
It's birthday.
Today is your birthday?
Yeah, we all bring something.
Oh.
But
You
you,
for-
you
you
said
forgot.
it was not
It's
for
part of-
free.
it's-
I wasn't aware.
Is part of the class homework. You can't
That's
continue,
why-
you can't
That's
continue
why-
with the class.
That's why Paulino left
That's why Paulina left the group.
the group.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had to
He,
be-
he was ashamed that he didn't come up with a gift in time.
Sorry.
At least he had the honor of doing the harikari, and you just came and showed up shamelessly. No, it's not my birthday. It's in July. Don't worry. We're not gonna wash my face.
True. Flag. Ooh.
It's his birthday?
No.
No?
No,
Not really.
it's in July.
It's in July.
What did
Joking,
he say
man.
in the text?
Hmm?
What did Paulina say? He just said he's not coming today.
Then I asked him why are you not coming? And he's. When do you say when he just left the check? The check.
Oh, he left you on red.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He left me on red.
That's funny.
Why?
Yeah, he doesn't. We don't know why, but he doesn't like it.
Would you
Have
had
you met
some
him
classes?
like years ago?
No, never.
Never?
Yeah, it was because what happened was he was taking a class on.
Maybe have you been teaching on some like interlingua, maybe?
No, I'm sure that I've never met him. All right, I had never met him before, and he was in the class on Saturdays, and we had 2 classes. Everything was fine, and then the third class, we hadn't even started class. Like we were just reviewing something from the previous class, and he like immediately stood up, and he was like, "Something came up. I have to go," and he just like immediately left.
On a Thursday.
Yeah, no, on a Saturday. And he doesn't have kids, he doesn't have a family, and he doesn't work. So I was like, I mean, it's not my business, but I was like, I wonder, like, and so I told John, and he was like, oh, he did that another time with another teacher, so don't worry about it. But then he left the group. And then I Hope went out of town, and Irina added me to the group, and she said, this is Liliana, she's going to be your teacher, and he left the group.
Whoa.
So it
It's
sounds
very
like
strange.
it's me, right? But I mean, why? I
I don't know.
don't know.
Are you Jew?
What?
Are you Jew?
Jewish?
Jewish?
No. Just not like Jewish.
I think we are good. We can have some story. We can make a some story right now.
Medieval.
Different stories.
Are you vegetarian?
No. No,
Or
I'm
maybe,
Mexican.
or maybe you remind him of somebody else that he doesn't want to remember anymore. And it's like, oh Jesus.
Oh no. Who knows? I don't know.
So you've been here since 3 years ago?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Okay. So do you know Spanish?
Yeah, both my parents are from Sinaloa, so I grew up speaking. Yeah, Buenos de Pueblo. I grew up speaking Spanish, but my English is better than my Spanish.
And where do you live in California?
I'm from the capital, Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Have any of you been to California? No, never.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for visiting, for tourism, but I don't recommend living there.
Why?
It's very expensive.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
But if you're working full-time job, you can.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the same. Like if you go to the U.S., you're going to make 5 times more money, but you're also going to spend 5 times. So I mean, it's the same. So I mean, if you do it for the experience, but not because you think you're going to come back to Mexico rich, because it's rare. But I mean, it's a great way to improve your English.
Yeah.
It's a great experience that you remember forever. I recommend it for the experience.
Yeah.
And you can always come back to Mexico. But I don't recommend it to make money because, I mean, it's the same. You also spend everything that you make.
But for example, if you're, I don't know which is the minimal wage in California, but if you're earning the minimal wage, you can live by that.
You can rent a room like with roommates.
But not by your own.
No, never. Yeah, it's if you make minimum wage full time, you can rent a bedroom in an apartment, and share a bathroom. Rent an apartment the size of this thing and have a space from this size. But you don't.
Because I think it's the same here in Mexico. Like
Yeah.
actually, you have to earn like 4, 5, 6 times minimal wage to 5.
Minimum wage is
It's like 80 pesos a
80
day.
pesos.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I know. Like, I
It's
don't know.
It's like 3,000 a month, maybe. No.
Yeah, because if it's 80 pesos a day and that's times 5, that's 400 a week, so that's only 2,000 a month. You can't live on 2,000 pesos now. Not even in Django.
You can live with 10,000 a month.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you can leave.
Yeah.
But
Just
not
like-
no like in the best way, but
Yeah, it's okay. I mean,
It's
you
okay.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's the same.
Yeah.
But if you're making like 5 times minimum wage, it's
Pretty
it's
much.
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody makes that much unless you're
No.
like. I mean, if you're like a manager of an important company, then maybe. But I mean, I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I don't make a lot of money. But I do okay here. I mean, not rich, but it's okay.
And maybe if, for example, you're like kind of engineer, you can.
You can rent like a small place for yourself or something like that. But it's only like the millionaires that have a house and 2 cars and that type of thing. So, if you do it, just do it for the experience. But come back to Mexico.
Okay.
And there are probably many places around Sacramento, and people who live in those places are traveling every day.
Like for work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not from Sacramento. I'm from a village 30 minutes outside of Sacramento. So some people drive obviously 30 minutes to Sacramento. Some people drive even 2 hours to San Francisco. So it's like when someone comes from Pachuca to Mexico City. I mean, it's a long commute, but some people
Yeah,
do it.
they do it.
So
Yeah.
do here.
But I think
You can travel 2 hours without
Yeah, Santa Fe.
going out
And you don't
Mexico
even,
City.
yeah, you don't even leave Mexico.
but it's not the same traffic as in Mexico City. It's better.
Yeah, it's just that the distance is longer. Yeah, I
there's
mean,
no-
there's no traffic like
There's no traffic like in Mexico.
except for Los Angeles and New York. There's the same, but no, in Sacramento, yeah, there's traffic.
Have you
but-
been in New York?
Yeah, it's actually like just the way that you see it in the movies, like the yellow taxi cabs, and the cars are lined up like this, and the pedestrians walk in between the spaces between the cars. So
Whoa.
it's very crowded. It's the same because New York also has 10 million people, just like Mexico City. The most similar place to Mexico City that I know is New York City. So what else? Why are you guys learning English? What are your goals?
I started like I think I like make a commitment
Uh-huh.
like in January 1st, 2019
Mhm.
because I was watching a documentary and I was not
Mhm.
I wasn't understanding like anything.
Uh-huh.
Then I started by myself like watching YouTube and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And then I think it was like October or September 2019 and I think like I was working by myself like watching all that stuff and
Mhm.
listening to podcasts but I haven't talked with anyone.
Mhm.
So I went to a group. It was in Capital Reforma, like
Mhm.
very near here. And then I meet Paulino there. And then he recommended me this place when this place was not here. Like we took the classes on
You used to go to coffees and some.
coffees.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We met on coffees.
Yeah.
And then like 3 or 4 months later and I'm here.
Cool. How old are you?
22.
Okay. So.
I'm teaching English my nephew.
Do you
I give him particular classes
Mhm.
because he was not learning English.
in school,
In
yeah,
school.
it's kind of a hard thing to do.
And he was like, "You are her out, so why don't you teach him?"
Yeah.
And it's been a little bit of fun
Mhm.
to teach someone that is 10, 11 now, almost
Yeah.
12
It's
years
a good,
old.
a good
It's-
age to.
yeah, it's like- and they have also this thing called Mathletics,
Yeah.
and it's in the web,
Uh-huh.
and they have to solve problems of mathematics
Uh-huh.
in English.
Oh.
They have all the text in English, but
Uh-huh.
he doesn't read anything.
Mhm.
He goes right to the exercises.
Mhm.
So I'm starting to learn. I'm learning with him also
Mhm.
some things about mathletics.
Okay.
I think it's like fun, and also because I want to get a certificate
Oh. Okay.
because I would like to travel.
Mhm.
So I think I need to refresh my mind and to be more fluid.
Mhm.
I learned English since I was in kindergarten,
Mhm.
so it's easy for me to remember what these grammatical structures
Yeah.
and it's like I don't remember any.
Yeah, but then you kind of like refresh your memory and you think, oh yeah, now I remember this
Yeah, yes.
from the past.
And it's good for me because I can teach my nephew
Mhm.
and be more clear to him
Mhm.
about what I'm teaching him.
Mhm.
Because it's very different how they teach English in his school.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, they don't have, it's like grammar and
Mhm.
then they have spelling, but they also have to write and do videos and
Mhm.
it's like very different.
It's not funny.
No, I think I don't
Mm.
like him. He doesn't like the way they teach him because they don't take a look at his books.
Mhm.
I have seen them and they have Spanish, English, all messed up, and it's like
Spanish.
did you write here? It's like,
Yeah.
so, we were watching Henry V
Mhm.
with him where I live, and he told me we have to go to England together. And a few months ago, I told him, "Do you remember that we are going to England?" "Yes." "Have you forgotten about it?" It was like, okay, he really means that.
Oh.
So I have to be
Yeah.
good in English also, so I can go with him and travel.
Mhm.
I think has to be older, like 18 or something like that, because right now he's 12. You know?
Mhm.
It's different for me to travel with him.
Do you take care of him?
And their parents are divorced,
Mhm.
so it's a little bit difficult because I I go to his mommy's house where he lives,
Mm-hmm.
and he has another. No, it's pareja. He has.
Who?
His mother.
Oh, she has a new boyfriend.
She has a new boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
They right now they live together, but she has had many other boyfriends.
Okay.
So it's I don't
yeah,
like it.
it's not the best.
I go with him and it's like I'm here with you, and
Yeah.
in your space, in your room. I don't know. It's sometimes it's very. I'm not comfortable there.
Yeah. Is it your brother's child or your sister's child?
My brother's child.
Oh, okay.
And then my brother told me, please, can you teach him?
Mhm.
It's gonna be good for
Yeah.
him because he's going to be in touch with you,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he's going to talk some things that he doesn't share with anyone,
Mm-hmm.
and he does. It's it's sometimes I do like to be with him, but when his mom comes,
Mm-hmm.
it's like. and he's
You don't like her.
She shouts at him,
Oh, okay.
so I don't like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not his mother. It's like, I'm his aunt.
Exactly.
So I have to respect a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But when he comes to my house, he has all the house for himself and the dogs I have. So he likes to be there. It's like, what are we going to do? And I have some trees that duraznos.
Peaches.
They have peaches, and I have also lemons. Granadas,
Pomegranate.
pomegranates.
Uh-huh.
I have different trees.
Oh, good.
So he likes to be there, and I like him to be there, and we have fun. He doesn't like to look to movies that are in English, and they are also in the subtitles are in English.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him that we have to speak in English, so when he travels,
Mm-hmm.
he can understand it better. Nowadays he lo soporta. He likes it a little bit.
So, but he puts up with it.
He puts up with it, but
Yeah.
not. Sometimes I tell him, well, okay, we're going to look at it as Spanish, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
That's
because
why-
I mean, sometimes when you watch TV, it's just because you want to relax,
yeah, exactly.
and that's fine. But the media in English is a great way to learn, and if you need the subtitles, that's fine. But it's recommended to use them in English.
Yeah,
Without
I
subtitles?
No, it's fine to use the subtitles, but you should use them in English rather than Spanish.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm
Mhm.
using
Good.
most of them in English.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm not understanding that much, so sometimes I'm using.
Yeah, if you understand 80% or more, that's enough. But if it's less, then it can be a little too hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mainly it's because of those two things.
Yeah.
I want to travel and I want to have the certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that maybe at some point it could be useful,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for some.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like when I lived in the U.S., even when Spanish wasn't required for the job, I could still ask for a higher salary because I speak Spanish. So it's a skill that I have that not everybody has, and therefore, I mean, California is still a part of Mexico.
Yeah.
So somebody come and I have to translate for this person. So, I mean, this is a skill that I have that not everybody can do. So just for this reason, I could ask for a higher salary. And the same is true in Mexico. It may be that they don't require English, but it's always preferable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in one project that right now.
Mhm.
They told me if I speak English,
Mhm.
and I told them yes.
Yeah.
Because there are some investors that at some point they're going to come down,
Mhm.
and there's going to be a meeting.
Mhm.
And this guy that I am working with, he told me, "But do you speak English, right?" "Yeah, I speak English." Okay, then I relax. When they come, and it's not that tough, but when you are in a meeting,
Yeah.
in a business meeting, it's sometimes there are words that
Oh,
are
yeah.
different.
Yeah, business English can be a lot more complicated than general English.
Yeah, and this thing is about financial
Mhm.
and numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I want to. Do any of you guys know about the Business English workshop?
No.
We're going starting in April. We're going to have a workshop on business English. So we're going to talk about translating your resume to English.
What it means workshop.
Taller.
Okay.
So here it is. Go. And so translating your resume, or if maybe you already have it in English, but there's probably something that you could improve, right? And then also preparation for an interview in English.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So if anyone is interested, I'll add you to the group.